podcast.
So, hello and welcome to Emma's podcast. So, it's kind of throwing a curve to me, but I want to talk about somebody that I loved for 20 years. His name is Djeradj Alapa. He unfortunately passed away last weekend. I just learned it from the mother of his child, who contacted me just a few minutes ago while I was recording the previous podcast, and it's kind of, as you can hear in the tone of my voice, throw a big curve to me. But I love Jay. Jay was my friend for 20 years. He was he was from India, and he was in the military because he was part of the Foreign Legion in France. A wonderful man. One of the most remaining powerful shaman who passed away last weekend. I don't have any more detail about that, but I probably will get some later on. But he was just a fantastic person and a beautiful sense of humor. We had long conversation, like 2 to 3 hours conversation, and very encouraging about everything. He always was somebody who has a spirit and a golden heart, seeing the life that he lived and not taking everything for granted, or wasn't resentful about situation that happened to him as well, but somebody who was brutally honest, and I really loved him to pieces. So this is for you, my friend Jay, today. The last 2 podcasts will be for you. I don't know what happened to me next, but the only thing I know, I will continue to make proud of you for everything you have done, the encouragement. You saved my life several times for the past 2 decades, and I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, my friend, at all. You were my rock, you were my everything, and I loved you, and I love you as like a brother. I know I don't want to make everybody crying, but you know what? Even the strongest one can cry, because when you lost somebody that is part of your life for so long, that has always been by my side, that will never judge me, and he never did. This is the biggest loss that you can find, and my heart is aching. But I'm doing it publicly, not to make everybody cry, but to remind people that when you have people in your life that are that strong, they have your back every time. This is what makes a difference. I miss my friend very much, and I was thinking about him last weekend actually, and I wanted to talk to him. I left him messages, but I had no idea. He passed. I thought his deities would have told me, but they did not. So, but it's just the weirdest thing ever, that being able to read something that I need to figure it out, this, and I just don't know. Life is precious, and we met through my older sister. I never talk about my family, but we did, and I thought it was a joke. I thought it was somebody that was nothing else than a joke, because my sister had a tendency to go see mediums and psychic and stuff like that, but Jay wasn't. He was the real deal. He was one of the last 5 powerful shaman left in this world. Now there is only 4, and I will always remember, he always has been very straightforward, always helping people and undo what people have done wrong to others. He dedicated his life to that, and he was so wonderful, so great at what he has done in his life. And I always had great stories to hear him talking. We always talk. He always knew what my thoughts were. He always knew what my life would be, and I cannot believe that I'm not gonna be able to talk to him anymore on the phone. I will talk to him like I do with everybody in spirit, but not talking to him on the phone is gonna be very, very hard, because he was somebody that will bring you perspective, that will give you the strength, that will encourage you to continue on your path. And I don't know, I feel lost right now. I feel like somebody cut a limb or half of me. So it's gonna be a very challenging world without him in it. He's there in spirit, and I know I can call him when I need him, but I cannot believe it. We were supposed to this year, he was supposed to come here this year. Come here. And travel with me. We had some plans to do this year, and I'm not gonna be able to do that without him. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna figure it out. I believe that things happen for a reason, and sometimes it's unexpected. I don't know what to think right now. I feel like I got punched in the face, in the gut, or roll over, maybe by a snowplow, because we are buried under the snow here right now. But he is such a beautiful spirit, such a strong person. When you're part of the Foreign Legion, you do a lot of shit just to get there, and he always showed me the path. He always showed me how to do things. He always showed me the love, and he showed me the strength and having faith, believing in ourselves. He showed me a lot of things, and I wasn't expecting to read what I read this morning, like a few minutes ago. And I have no idea. I have no idea what's gonna be next, but I know that where he's at, he's gonna be able to help one way or the other. He is such a wonderful man. He made me laugh a lot. He was one of his passion actually was what do you say? Amateur radio amateur. That means CB. People don't know CB. It's when you get those little box and you can via CB connect with people around the world. So he used to. I remember that he used to do that at night and basically start a war with people around the world. He likes to create trouble. It was hilarious when he was talking, but he was a great avid amateur of that. He was just a wonderful person, and I absolutely dearly love him. And he left behind his daughter, Cheyenne, and I don't know. I know a little bit. I know he's the mom, Caroline, and I feel for his daughter because she's such a beautiful and smart girl. That she's young too. She's about 10 years old, so it really aches me to know that she's not gonna be able to see her father more than that. He was such a great scholar, such a wonderful person that I don't know. I'm so shocked by it. I don't know how to. What do you say that? How to process all of this right now, but my friend had such a beautiful heart. He has helped countless people through his entire life. He was in his early 60s, built like a house, and just a wonderful person who always wanted to help other people. And pretty stubborn and straightforward too. When people do shit like that, he was always telling me that you have to get going, you have to move forward, you have to push everything like you're supposed to. And I always lean on him for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And for 20 years, he has been part of the madness I've been in. He opened the doors to so many things for me and really showed me what it is, even if you're not blood related, to be part of a very wonderful and close family. He was my family, actually. And it's very difficult to even imagine for a minute that I'm not gonna be able to talk to him. I cannot face this one. I cannot imagine not having a conversation with him. I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, a week ago, something like a couple of weeks ago, and as I said, the conversation was wonderful, and I love him dearly to pieces, and he always has great advice. He always made me laugh, and I made him laugh with my stupidity too, because when you're a man, you do stupid things too. Because if life doesn't allow us to do stupid things, what the heck? But I am just shocked to read that email. I'm just shocked to know that the person I deeply love isn't gonna be on the other end of the phone. I even called to see he will pick it up. It's crazy as sounds like, but these are the people that really put my animals. They put a very deep print on your heart, and you're never gonna forgive them. You're gonna make them proud. You're gonna talk to them every day. And I am, actually. I'm gonna talk to Jay afterwards, but I cannot believe my friend. I cannot believe what happened. And he always been there for me. He always been there for me. And I love him dearly. I cannot face the idea that he's not coming this year. Because we prepared that for 20 years. We talked about it. And his daughter was supposed to come here. And this is not happening. Nothing is happening. So I'm just going to throw a big curve into our plans. I do realize that, and I do realize that, life is precious. You never know when your time is up, so you have to use it wisely. Let me say this: you have to use it wisely. In being oh, do you imagine? As I'm recording this today, which is a Thursday. I can give you the date. It's the 23rd. And he passed away last weekend. I have a class to teach at noon, so imagine I'm gonna be crying half of the time. People are gonna be like, "Oh God," and I'm gonna even put it on my YouTube channel, so that's gonna be awesome. But I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that. Such a great guy. He was so funny. He has done so many crazy things. Even telling me some great story when he was deployed in the military, like landing. He was being parachuted and landing in trees. It was like so funny. It was hilarious. But he was such a beautiful man, such a wonderful person, and he only wanted to help people. To me, it is a sacred. It is sacred when people are there to really help others, and he spent his life as a shaman and somebody who was so powerful to help others. He never tried to take money out of people. He never tried to scam anybody. He just wanted to do the right thing for people. His ethic was amazing. He has done so much for others that some were not grateful, but for me, I'm always going to be grateful because he is the half of me. He is somebody that I do respect and love dearly, that even now where he's at, I do love him very much, and I'm going to miss him, my friend, very much, that's for sure. But he had such a powerful presence, a kindness, a generosity, and no, I'm not putting him on pedestal because he passed away, but this is who he was. He was so nice to everybody. He was so amazing. Everything he had done was to keep the respect of God. He only worked with God and the deities. He knew. He was such very powerful shaman. He had so many things happening to him. He has done so many things that we were supposed to write a book actually together about his story, about his life, that will never be written. And I'm sad about it because there was so much he could learn. We could all learn from him. But that's what life is all about. It's about the churches, and it's about trying to
open ourselves up to a better life and move on when others have already crossed over, and being able to think for a minute that they are there on the other side, and I know he's there on the other side. I know he's here in the room with me, but it's still hard to want to pick up the phone and call him and talk to him and laugh and talk about everything and anything. When you spend more than 2 or 3 hours to speak to somebody that makes you laugh, then you are the luckiest person in the world. And even on my phone, I had him on number 1 as my favorite to call. And it's a different world. There is big changes, and I want him to be part of those changes and see what we could do. So now I'm a little lost, but that's okay. I just have to reflect and realize that even though he crossed over, he's on the other side with his dad and his sisters. He's in a good place as well, and I know he's gonna continue to help and watch over his daughter, watch over me, and watch over the people that he loved very deeply, because he was loved, and that's what matters to me the most, is to celebrate his life and know that he was my big brother. He was somebody that I deeply love, and I will continue to carry this on until my last breath, because we can do so much when we have the passion and when we are driven. And I am freaking driven, and I'm polite right now, but I am just a little bit devastated, a lot. But I am here today, and I will continue to carry on what I've started. And I know that the life that I'm living in is all for him. So it is a world where we are gonna become who we become, but transformation, like I said, like the butterfly, are the hard one. Losing the people that we love is very, very hard, and I will continue to carry on for my friend Jay. So sorry guys, it is not a happy day right now. It's swallowing the pill and trying to wrap around that I lost somebody that I deeply love, my friend Jay, and I am not gonna give up on everything I worked on, either what I promise I will do. So if you're in a path where you feel the world is closing off, just kick it in and continue to move forward. So to my friend Jay, all my love, my friend, and I will see you soon. I do know that, because we are bonded. So all my love to you, my friend.